Okay guys, Lyssah is going to be making a raspberry sour cream pie. This is where I got the recipe, but I changed up the recipe. I figured out the ratio to be able to change out the sugar and use agave nectar. So right here you'll see that instead of 2 eggs, I did 1 egg white. And then for the white sugar, I changed it to 1 cup of agave nectar. And the reason why I changed the eggs is because this is a liquid, so you have to remove a liquid in the recipe for to take care of the liquid that's being put into it. So this is what I normally do because my dad's diabetic, so he wants to have a special pie. So Lyssah's gonna make it this year, and of course we got
last year
farm fresh eggs.
Last year Malachi got into the pie.
Oh yeah, last year Malachi, yes, he ate half the pie, the little turd bucket. You're right. Yep, Malachi ate
part of the pie.
Yep, so these are eggs from my parents' chickens and stuff, so we got, you know, a blue one.
I'm gonna take some of the brown ones.
You're gonna take a couple brown ones? Okay, well you need 1 egg and 1 egg white.
Okay, so
do you know how to separate egg whites?
Yeah, you just crack it onto your hand and then let
That's right. That's right. Wait. So you hold on to the egg yolk.
The full egg. And I'll take a white one. Oh no.
Oh, the choices.
Oh, the choices.
You're taking the dark brown one?
Yeah. I'm making a mess.
Yes, you are.
Oh, part of the white's gone.
It's alright. We'll just do a little bit less sugar to make up for it. Just kind of wiggle your hand back and forth so that way all the little white goes through your fingers. So you don't need no special gadget. Just get all icky with your fingers. What are you doing? Okay, it's done, Lyssah. Put that... Malachi wants it. Look at him. Malachi.
Oh no, it broke.
Okay, rinse your hands. So, FYI, we've got raspberry bushes outside, so normally I just grab them and I throw them in and freeze them. But if they're juicy at all, they'll freeze up in one big huge clump. So the best thing I would do if you want to freeze raspberries is put them on a cookie sheet, separate them all out, freeze them, then dump them in the bag. That way you don't have a mess like this, because I have to take literally an ice pick to this to get raspberries out. Okay, I chiseled out about 3 cups worth. It'll end up being more just because they're frozen and they're all chopped up, but we don't care. The more raspberries, the better. Plus, they're organic because they're from my yard. I grew them. So all the white ones are white raspberries, and if you guys haven't had a white raspberry, you need to.
They are the sweetest raspberries.
Yeah, they're bigger and sweeter, so it's just the way to go.
Way sweeter.
Way sweeter.
They're like there's like teeny bit of tartness.
Yeah, the red are tart and the white ones are just super uber sweet. So let's go on to the rest of the recipe. Okay, the recipe says that it makes 2 pies, but this is a bigger pie pan. It's more of a tart pan, and I can do 1 big pie out of this, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And I just cheat and just buy the store-bought crust.
We're going to dump these eggs into here.
Then you got to whisk it until they're lemon colored, yes. Lock the thing. So you turn it up. Faster.
Slowly getting lighter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so that's the color it is now, so it's perfect.
Okay, so we have a teaspoon of vanilla. And we have
One
and 4.
1/4 cup of sour cream.
That's a third.
Or 1 1/3. Yes, you're right.
That's a very clever.
So I'm using this organic blue agave. So we got 1 cup of that. Normally you put the sugar in with your dry ingredients, but because this is a wet ingredient, we're incorporating it into the sour cream and the vanilla and the eggs. And then we're just going to whisk this together.
It's so foamy. That smells good. Smell-o-vision.
Looks good too. Yeah, I can smell it. It smells good. And once that's all mixed up good, just turn it off. It's in there.
We have flour.
And sugar, or salt.
Salt.
The 1/3 cup of flour and 1 pinch of salt. We didn't add the sugar in there like I said before because the sugar we used is already in there because it's a liquid form.
And we are going to slowly pour it in.
You have any issues with that big bowl? Should be able just to dump it all in. There you go. And then we just mix until it's all mixed up. Okay, you may have to scrape the side.
Yeah. Oh, fun.
Okay, once that's mixed, we are adding in the raspberries. But because these are slightly frozen, we're putting them in now. And we don't have to worry about folding them in because they're already chopped up because of being frozen. They look pretty. Get pink.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is what it looks like. Look how pretty it is.
Taste it too.
It's really tasty too. So we're gonna throw this in the oven, 400 degrees, and because we use agave nectar, it heats up faster and hotter than regular sugar. So you have to really baby this and not cook it as long because it will burn. So you have to be extra careful. Normally it says bake for 30 to 35 minutes, but during the baking process I'll let you guys know what's up.
Now to lick this.
Like any child would do. Is it good?
So raspberry.
So raspberry. It's so pretty too. Okay, so I put this on here and then I've got this handy dandy little crust thing so your crust doesn't burn. Into the oven it goes. And here it is all done. Doesn't it look so amazing? In the recipe they had a crumble. We don't do that just because we want to take out as much sugar as possible. But here it is all done. I start out with 20 minutes and then I just keep adding 5 minutes until if you shake the pan, the middle does not jiggle anymore. I'm not going to touch the pan because I just took it out of the oven. But yeah, there's the finished product. Yummy.